Today, I am going to demonstrate to you how, as a reader, I ask questions while I'm reading. So as I read this picture book, I'm going to share the questions that I asked the first time I read this book. Stars Above Us by Geoffrey Norman, illustrated by E.B. Lewis. And when I look at this cover and I read that title, I'm wondering what this book is going to be about. And I also wonder why Geoffrey Norman chose the title Stars Above Us for this book. Amanda's father had read her a story. He had tucked her in and given her a kiss. He was about to turn out the light when Amanda said, "I don't want to go to sleep." "Why not?" Daddy asked. "I'm afraid of the dark." Daddy reached down and hugged her and then picked her up in his arms. He felt big and strong. "The dark?" Daddy said. "That's nothing to be afraid of." "But scary things live in the dark." "No, wonderful, fun things live in the dark. Let's go look for some." Well, I wonder what scary things Amanda is talking about or thinking about. When they were outside, Daddy said, "Look all around you and tell me what you see." "Fireflies," said Amanda. There were a lot of them, blinking in the air like tiny lanterns, off and on, glowing yellow spots in the dark. "Are they scary?" "No," Amanda said. "They're not scary. They're fun." And I have a question. Are there fireflies in Washington? I've never seen any here, so I just wonder if there are. Then Daddy pointed to some stars and told her they were called the Big Dipper. And he showed her how they pointed to another star, one that looked especially big and bright. "That's the North Star, and it is always in the same place in the sky," her dad said. "It's a special star." Amanda looked all around the sky at all of the stars, so many of them, and some of them were twinkling like the fireflies. "Stars are beautiful," said Amanda. So I'm wondering, what's causing the dad to show or talk about all of the stars? Does he have another meaning for that? Amanda and Daddy watched the fireflies and the stars and listened to the crickets. "Are the crickets scary?" asked Daddy. "No, they sound nice. It's night music." And then it was time to go back inside. "But my room is still dark and scary," said Amanda. "It doesn't have stars and fireflies." "We'll fix that," Daddy told her. I wonder how I would feel listening to crickets with my dad. The next day, Daddy came home carrying a bag. He said it was a bag full of stars, beautiful stars for Amanda. "That's just paper and paste and paint and stuff. There aren't any stars in there," Amanda said when she looked in the bag. "Not yet," Daddy said. Amanda and her mom and dad drew stars on the paper and cut them out. Soon there were lots of paper stars in the middle of the table. "Now let's paint them with this," Daddy said. "It was special paint that would glow in the dark," he explained, "and then we will paste them on your ceiling." I wonder how the dad got this idea. Amanda couldn't wait for it to get dark. At bedtime, Daddy turned off the light and said, "What do you think?" Amanda looked at the ceiling and said, "It's just like being outside and looking up into the sky." "And is it scary?" "No, it isn't. I love it." "See that star?" Daddy said and pointed to the biggest one. "That's the North Star, like the one we saw together outside. You can see it from anywhere in the world. When I am away, you can look at it and think of me. It will be our star." "Will you be gone a long time?" Amanda asked. "Yes. When I get home, you will be so much bigger, and you can tell me about everything that happened while I was away." Amanda hugged her dad. She already missed him. I have a question. Where is the dad going? On the last day before he went away, Amanda's daddy said, I have another surprise for you. What is it? Close your eyes. Amanda did, and when she opened them, her daddy was holding a puppy. I love him, Amanda said. What's his name? I thought we'd call him Bear. That's another name for the Big Dipper, the stars I showed you. I am wondering what Amanda's mom thinks about having this puppy, because I don't think my mom would like it if my dad was leaving for a while and brought home a puppy or a dog the day before he left. So I wonder what Amanda's mom's thinking. Every night after her daddy went away, Amanda would look at the Big Dipper and the North Star and think of him. That's our star, Bear, she would say. Yours, mine, and Daddy's. Amanda, her mother said one day, guess who's calling? When Amanda picked up the phone, her dad said, how's my girl? She was so excited she almost couldn't talk. Are you coming home today? Amanda said. Not today, Daddy said. Soon though. And you know what? What? It's night where I am, on the other side of the world, and I'm looking up at our star and thinking about you. I want you to come home, Amanda said. I will soon, said Daddy, and I want you to do something for me. What? When you go to bed tonight, look up at our star and make a wish. Make a wish for me to come home soon. I will. I wonder where Amanda's dad is. Is he in Iraq? He's got a soldier uniform, so it tells me he definitely is a soldier. Amanda and her mom sat on the bed. They sat very close so Amanda could comb her mother's hair. Are you scared for Daddy? Amanda said. Yes, sweetie, Mommy said. He's so far away. Is it dangerous where he is? Yes, it is. Your dad is a brave man. Amanda's asking, you know what, some of the same questions I would be asking if I was a little girl and my daddy was over in another country as a soldier. One day, when they were on a walk with Bear, Amanda's mom said, Daddy is going to be so surprised when he sees how big Bear has gotten, and you too. I know, Amanda said, and I want to have another surprise ready for him. What kind of surprise? Amanda told her. That's wonderful, Mommy said. I'll help you. Well, what could the surprise be? I wonder what Amanda has planned. The day finally came. Amanda and her mother drove to the airport to meet her dad. She was so happy when she saw him with the other soldiers. Daddy hugged them both, and then he picked Amanda up and said, See, you must have wished on our star because here I am, home. I did wish, Amanda said, every night. And guess what? What? I have a surprise for you when we get home. That night, they all had dinner together. It had been a long, long time since they had done this. I'm so glad to be home, Daddy said. But where's my surprise? I'll show you, Amanda said. But first, you have to close your eyes. When her dad had closed his eyes, Amanda held his hand and led the way upstairs into her room. She turned out the lights and then said, Okay, now open your eyes. Her dad opened his eyes and saw that there were more stars on the ceiling, and a moon, and comets too. Amanda and her mom had made them, and they had made fireflies too out of yarn. They painted with special paint. They hung them from the ceiling with pieces of thread. The room was full of glowing, happy things, just like outside. It's beautiful, Daddy said. What a great surprise. Later, that night, Amanda woke up. It was still dark. The crickets were still singing, and the stars and the moon and the comets glowed on the ceiling. She looked at them and then out at the real sky and at the special star. Thank you, she said to the North Star. Then she went back to sleep. Her dad was home. And as I finish this book, I think about, what did I learn from reading this book? I learned the importance of family and helping children understand when moms or dads are serving in the military. And I also think I learned the importance of communication, staying in touch with your family and your loved ones.